Good evening, Adab, Namaskar, and Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back once again to the third series of Inspirational Success Stories, where I invite eight fabulous female from different walks of life. And I feel privileged to interview these wonderful women every night at 8 p.m. from 1st to 8th of March every year, simply to express our dedication and gratitude to the feminine power which runs the world around. And we all celebrate the Women's Day on 8th of March, and this is just yet another inspiration to learn from these inspiring women who've done wonders for themselves. Well, for all those who are meeting me for the first time, I'm Sandeep Bogra, a life and relationship coach certified under Tony Robbins and founder of Someone You Need. Guys, tonight I'm going to host someone who's not merely a personality who brings so much of aura, positivity, and that kind of motivational energy around, but has the passion to help those who are left behind in the society. Yes, my dear friends, I'm talking about those specially abled kids where our focus sometimes goes haywire. But she's the torchbearer to help them all, bring them to a successful platform where they can showcase their talents, learn from each other around, and bring out their true potential. Because she's the one whose name herself talks about bringing newness to life. Yes, I'm talking about the founder of Nirvana, an NGO for specially abled. She's none other than Miss Navinta.
Thank you so much for such a beautiful introduction and giving me this platform to make my children shine and make others shine as well through you. Thank you from all my children on all their behalf. I thank you so much because they are the ones who are making me shine today.
Well, I'm sure you've been spreading that light of positivity and something so divine that everyone feels so whenever they get connected with you. And I'm privileged to welcome you once more on this show while you were there the last year. But there are some things which are required every time around, always, just like the sun in the solar system itself. So I
Yes,
thought,
yes.
why
I'm so
not to
so
get you
happy
back
to be
into
back
action
on
today?
your stage, and it's my pleasure actually to be on this platform talking to you and reaching out to so many wonderful people.
Interesting. So there are so many people around who are probably meeting you for the first time today. So would love to know more about you. Tell us something about yourself.
Well, uh, I can start it like that I am more than just a rain. I am more than just rain. I am a hurricane. I am Navinta with all my newness who has always started a new beginning, a new step in life for myself and others. I give that chance to normal people as well as the differently able, whom we call special. Of course, they are special because we are normal. This is one thing which I always say and will always keep saying that my children are special because I am normal, because we all are normal. I started doing this work since my childhood. When I was 14 years, I was doing few small efforts for SOS Children's Villages of India and few other such organizations which kept me inspired till date, which keep me inspired till date even whenever I go and visit them, whenever I go and see them, I see that innocence, I see that glow on their faces, and I always have something to learn from them. I have been learning and I will keep learning always from them. My story begins and ends with that innocence. That is me, that is Naveen.
Wow. And trust me, as you say, that is you and that is Navinta. I'm pretty sure the ones who saw you live the last year as well definitely will realize that newness in you today, being privileged to be connected with you ever since, I can definitely feel those new vibes, new energy, the new radiation all around you.
Thank you so much.
So, would love to understand what really got you inspired to step into this world of helping people out, reaching out through your NGO, and literally starting since childhood, as you said.
Yeah. Uh, Sandeep, actually, I was finding a purpose since my childhood. When I was in school, I was studying in a convent school, and we were taught so many things about Mother Teresa, about so many noble human beings who did so much for the society. Since then, one thing stuck my mind: what am I here for? I can't do big things. That was in my mind. Yes, मैं अकेले बहुत बड़ा कुछ नहीं कर सकती, but कुछ कर सकती हूँ. As Mother Teresa said, that we cannot do everything, but we can do something at least for the society. So since my that age, when I was myself in my choir group, we used to sing beautiful choirs, moral lessons we used to read for people out there, but they were not executed. One thing was that I was searching for a purpose in my life. That is what made me connected to SOS Children's Villages. And as I grew up, I was given many offers to um, organize things, manage things for others' organizations, which I found I could not do. But God had better plans for me, maybe. He bestowed my daughter, Vrinda, when she was in my lap as a premature child, and then later came to know as an autistic child. She became my inspiration. What I was doing for others, I wanted to do for myself now. When I had this big question in my mind, when I had this question from my daughter's mind, that why I'm not able to participate on the same stage as normal children, this hit me hard, not once but many times. And that was Corona time when this hit me more hard. When I was finding a purpose till 2021, I was just seeing options. But when there was no option left for me, I did this. I started Nirvana, not only for my daughter, but for every such child who had talent but who had no platform, who wanted to come out in the society, not for sympathy, but for support, for empathy. So this Nirvana was inspired basically by my own daughter, Vrinda. And in today's date, she is the one who was very shy, uh, very much wanted to stay in a cocoon, but now she's on the stage, holding the mic, trying to sing, trying to play keyboard along with other children. And I am so happy that I could at least do this much for my child. So she's my inspiration. And now every other child who is connected to Nirvana has become my inspiration. They inspired me daily to do something for them. Always new as my name. I'm trying to bring something new each day for them, something new which they feel excited about, which I myself feel excited about. So Nirvana has been trying its best and will always try its best for these children.
But then, as you said, it hit you more during COVID times, which really got you inspired to start something for your daughter in the first place. And then eventually you became a mother to every such child around.
Yeah.
I'm sure you must have hit certain roadblocks on the way because nothing's less than a bumpy ride in life, especially when you're talking about such cause and willing to work it around somehow.
Yeah, of course. See, I think for anything that you do with your heart, there are three stages. उन थ्री स्टेजेस से गुजरना ही पड़ता है. सबसे पहला है उपहास. जो लोग उड़ाते हैं, मजाक उड़ाते हैं आपका कि क्या होगा ये करने से, नहीं कर पाओगे, दूसरा होता है विरोध, और तीसरे स्टेज पे आता है स्वीकृति, जो लोग एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, एक्सेप्टेंस. Nirvana is at its third stage now. By God's grace, people have accepted. I have passed through these three stages in my life where people were mocking, like, just like another NGO, she's not going to do anything extra. But yes, for sure, I showed them that Nirvana is not doing what others are doing. Nirvana is not simply here to bring them on stage and leave them. And Nirvana is not simply here to showcase just one talent. I am showcasing every talent that one single child is possessing. And Nirvana is not here to come annually. I do it consistently every month. Nirvana is not here just to categorize them and bring them on stage. Nirvana is doing inclusive events. So, yes, people have accepted my efforts, they have accepted me. My children have accepted me so lovingly that I'm really, really feeling thankful and grateful each day to God for this.
Wow, so proud of you.
Thank you.
So all these challenges which you have described, ये तीन पड़ाव जो आपने पार किए, so what kept you going? How did you overcome all those barriers?
See, the very first thing I must tell you, financial factor is always there. Doing the shows from studios, reaching to malls and auditoriums is not easy. It is not easy. And that too, not having a team in hand, not having helping hands in hand, being one man army, it is very difficult. But I don't know what divine power I have, what uh, power these children give to me, that I never stopped. I never relied on anybody. That if XYZ is going to support only, then I'll do this show for them. I never thought it that way. I have to do, and I take, sometimes it has even happened that I have taken impromptu actions, impromptu decisions, which have led to successful shows. So, what I have experienced with these children is that these children are my strength, they are my power. And one block was always there in my mind, that was building a trust factor amongst the parents. Once that trust is built up, that Naveenta ma'am is doing everything, every effort for my child, once that is built up, then there is no obstacle. So that trust was much needed, and by God's grace, again, that trust will always remain there. It is as strong as it can be with God. So, trust with my children trust me so very well, blindly, and I trust my God. So, this is a chain of trust that is going on, which has made me overcome all the challenges.
Well, I'm sure that's what is being well received by the society, and all praises to you with all the lovely comments. Proud of you, Navinta ji, says Suksham Kaila. Uh, all other appreciation from the Nirvana World events, says wonderful. My father and family, everyone around is watching it live and
Thank
so
you.
proud of
Thank you so
you.
much.
So,
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. So, what has been your proudest achievement so far, if you were to think about and share something?
To be very honest, Sandeep, if in terms of material I talk about, I had never expected any kind of awards or any kind of, appreciation for myself. What I was always looking for was a place for my children. I have received maybe 8 to 10 awards in past 2 years, but the biggest achievement that I have received in not just 2 years, but all of my life, is the love of these children. is the innocent love of these children. They are they are so pure, they are so innocent. I cannot expect anything else. I don't want anything else. And this is the greatest achievement of, I think, anybody on this planet. This will go with you very far. Even after you are not here, it will go with you. Everything else is going to remain here. Everything else, every bit is going to remain here. And this is something which will, I think, go with me not only in my next birth, but all my births. This is my achievement.
I can see that in your rosy filled eyes with all that love flowing around, with all the respect and accolades, say Sukshma, you have given our children the world of their dreams, which no one could have ever realized. And I guess it says it all.
I must tell you that Sukshamji is one of the strongest pillar of Nirvana. She and her whole family, in fact, her son, her husband, whom I call Bhaiya, they have been with me through thick and thin, and I'm so proud to have people like them around me always. I love you, Sukshamji.
Awesome. Well, as you know, this is the third season of Inspirational Success Stories, just my dedication to celebrate the Women's Day. Why just one day, at least the 8 days every night at 8 p.m.? And I've spoken with women from different walks of life across the globe, and we have another guest joining us all the way from US pretty soon this time as well.
All right.
You're apparently the only one who's been running an NGO, so doing something differently for somebody who are perceived as different in the society in your own unique ways. So shed some light on the fact around running an NGO and how it is different from a corporate, and what all typical things you feel or face, because there are many people in the audience I know who would love to participate in some such social cause for their own things, but they're unaware how to start or take it further. Something in terms of your experience which you would like to share as pearls of wisdom.
Mhm. Uh, Sandeep, I'll tell you that when I started Nirvana, it was just a small dream. It was just a brainchild which I wanted to execute for my daughter, right? So making an NGO or any other kind of organization, trust to society was totally out of my mind because I didn't want to go through that kind of government formalities or something like that. I was just a mother then. I am a mother, which people now normally tend to forget who are connected to me because they think that she is the founder of an organization and they take it, they forget from the back of their mind that yes, I'm a mother as well. So, but initially when I started Nirvana, I started it as a mother. I was having no idea about NGO, but then gradually when people started trusting me and building up Nirvana was the next step. I had to go through few from people started guiding me, suggesting me that why don't you make it a organization in which other people can also connect. So that was a formality I had to do. And to be very honest, I did all the government formalities, whatever was required, through another NGO, which was helping NGOs like us who had no knowledge, who had literally just been working with all their heart and not mind. So I had to seek help from them, and I got everything done. Uh, and after all those things are done now, so I am pretty sure that yes, I am in sync with the government rules and regulations. So I'll just suggest this much that yes, if anybody is out there to start an NGO, don't do it on your own if you don't have proper knowledge. Little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Rather, seek help from others and if even if you have to pay a little extra, go for it. बाद में प्रॉब्लम हो उससे पहले आप इनिशियली सारा प्रॉपरली आप कीजिए, एंड उसके बाद you can just go step by step, maybe gradually, don't run. You'll have to have patience in everything that you're doing. You know, जो भी formalities हो रही हैं, you will have to have patience. That is the uttermost important factor that you need to have. Keep doing your work, keep doing the things that you are doing, but have patience and go step by step and finish all the formalities for an NGO that are required. Don't try to do all things on your own. Take help from experts. That is the best thing available online, offline, everywhere in today's world. So, yes, differentiating it from corporate sectors and other kind of society, foundation, trust. I had to Google it. I had to ask from lawyers. I had to take help from other NGO founders to know about it. I did all that, and then I came to a conclusion. Yes, that whatever suits, trust was good for me, so I founded this trust, right? So whatever suits accordingly, but yes, lots of search, lots of guidance and expert advice is necessary before opening up any kind of foundation organization. That's it. And whatever difference you need to know, you can know it from Google itself.
Lovely. And I guess that would be your advice for the aspiring women entrepreneurs, or maybe the ones who want to step out of their cocoon and start something on their own, right?
एक चीज मैं कहना चाहूंगी संदीप, यहाँ पे जैसे आप कहते हो एस्पायरिंग पीपल, तो whatever, just a second.
Mhm.
So जिंदगी जो शेष बची है, जिंदगी जो शेष बची है उसे विशेष बनाइए। जिंदगी जो शेष बची है उसे विशेष बनाइए, अवशेष तो होना ही है। सो डोंट वेट फॉर द डे। लेट हो गए कोई बात नहीं, देर आए दुरुस्त आए। whenever you aspire to do something, do it. Just don't bother and just do it. So
Wow.
don't let that half of your life go waste.
Absolutely, absolutely. Every day is new day, and as they say, you get life just once. But I heard Gaur Gopal Das ji saying once, I feel privileged, I met him once as well. He says, who said you get life just once? Well, every
Yes.
time when you wake up
You
every
wake up
morning,
in the
you
morning,
get a
yeah.
new lease of life.
Yes, 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 of course. Agreed. I too am a follower of Gaur Gopal Das, so I keep listening. एक
Indeed.
बारी उन्होंने
And
एक बात और बोली थी कि कोशिश ऐसी करनी चाहिए कि हारते हारते कब जीत जाओ पता ही ना चले। तो जब हम सुनते हैं ऐसे लोगों को, जिन्होंने कुछ पाकर, जिन्होंने सब कुछ खोकर सब कुछ पा लिया है, एक्चुअली you know they have sacrificed and they have achieved so much. I think we should try to execute at least one point at least out of their lives. वो भी काम आ जाएगा, वो one point भी काम आ जाएगा. I'm a firm believer of executing.
absolutely, absolutely. And there's something I always say कि सब कुछ पाकर खो लिया, सब कुछ पाकर खो लिया, अब सब खोकर भी पाना है। जो बीत गया वो बुरा सपना था, आने वाला मेरा ज़माना है।
Wow, fantastic, fantastic.
Well, it's all about you today, so let's understand from you. And now this is something very exciting I love to hear. If you had to suggest something to your younger self, what would that be?
My younger self means again 14 years back, sorry, 20 years
Precisely.
back. All right, so I think to my younger self, I'll suggest one most important thing is that have more faith in God. Love him. Don't fear him. Loving him will make you feel fearless and stand for yourself. Don't surrender to humans. Surrender to one and only God. This is, I think, what I'll tell myself if I had to advise my younger self. I am doing it right now. I wish I could have done before.
Well, as you yourself said, it's never too late. जब जागो जब तब सवेरा.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
छट गए काले बादल, दूर हुआ अंधेरा.
Wow, this is new for
Interesting.
me.
Indeed, your name itself is self-explanatory, radiating all the newness around. So definitely, you deserve to receive all the
Thank,
wonderful things which you have
thank.
manifested for the world around. वो क्या है ना, खुद के लिए तो मांग लिया, अब दूसरों के लिए बारी है.
Yes.
अब तक धीमी चाल चले, अब आई घोड़े पर सवारी है.
क्या बात है. Wonderful.
All right. So, well, you gave this piece of advice to your younger self, if at all that was possible, कि खुद में विश्वास रखें, भगवान पर विश्वास करें और भगवान से डरे नहीं, भगवान को अपना दोस्त बनाएं. Avoid surrendering to the
Humans.
mankind around, but
Yes,
the one and only who made this mankind possible.
exactly.
फिर भी कहीं ना कहीं देखा जाता है कि even in today's world we'll find women who kind of succumb to others, maybe at home, or restrict or limit themselves in terms of making choices or taking any stance for themselves. वो खुद को अपना कहीं ना कहीं एक लोअर पेडेस्टल पर रखते हैं, and eventually they weather with time. So ऐसी फीमेल्स को आप क्या सजेस्ट करना चाहेंगे?
वेल, एक छोटी सी मैं यहाँ पे बात बताना चाहूंगी. आई थिंक उससे समझ में आ जाए. आज सुबह आज ही का बात है ये कि my daughter's school van came to pick her up, and suddenly it stopped. As you know, my daughter goes to a special needs school, and when it stopped, so there were two people who came out from that van, and I saw that the driver was talking to them in sign language to push the van. Right. So they understood, both of them. They were hearing impaired, and they pushed the van, and it got started. Van didn't know, ना वैन के इंजन को पता था, ना बॉडी को पता था कि पुश करने वाला जो है वो हियरिंग इम्पेयर्ड है. इट गॉट अ पुश एंड इट गॉट स्टार्टेड. इट गॉट पुश एंड इट गॉट स्टार्टेड. सो कर्म को नहीं पता है कौन मुझे करना चाहता है, चाहे जितने फ्लॉज हो. सी, perfection is an illusion. What I feel, perfection is absolutely an illusion. We all have flaws. We all feel low, and who knows better than you that how many highs and lows people are having in life. So when that van started and it, वो जिस स्पीड से वो लोग गए, तो मुझे उसी से समझ जाना चाहिए कि देखिए, हर विमेन की लाइफ में कॉम्प्रोमाइज, सैक्रिफाइसेस, अंडरस्टैंडिंग, मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग, सब कुछ है. सब कुछ है. लेकिन जो हम करना चाहते हैं, जो हम कर सकते हैं, अगर हम उसको एक्सक्यूज देते रहेंगे तो हम वहीं रहेंगे जहां हैं. As you said yesterday, you will get
If you always do
only
what
what,
you always did, you will
yeah,
always
then
get
you
what
will
you
never
always
get
got.
what you always want. Simple as that. So if we'll always keep on, uh, having this thing in our mind that I cannot do, I have this and this excuse, my husband is not supporting, my family is not supportive, we'll never be able to do. Keep one purpose, at least one purpose in your life. Maybe that is a small purpose, not a bigger one. Help one child, go and help every week. Go and teach one slum child. Help a special need to, do anything in life. Help any old age person in your society, in anywhere. you feel like you want to. These small deeds will definitely uplift their own confidence. Let them do it. Don't succumb to anything. There is nothing that in on this planet Earth जो आपको कभी छोटा फील करा सके. There is nothing. It is only your willpower. It is the strength within you. You don't have to seek it from outside. Just one step from your side will take you where you want to be. And believe me, if you take that one step, that is there to pull. ऊपर वाला आपका अपने आप आगे हाथ लेके आगे लेके जाए. I just want this thing that every woman should understand. A homemaker, a businesswoman, a servicewoman, whosoever, don't succumb to your medicines, don't succumb to your doctors, don't succumb to your illness, sickness, whatever it is. Just get up from there. And I have seen this thing live in my shows. I have tried to boost up my mothers there, and they have done such a terrific performance, which they themselves never thought they would ever do. They did it on the stage, and I'm super proud of all of them. So, this is what everybody can do. As simple as that. There's nothing that they cannot do. So, जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि सिर्फ ये है कि अपने वर्ड्स पे ध्यान दो. आप दिन में आप बोलो मैं बीमार हूं, मैं नहीं कर सकती, मेरे पति मेरा साथ. डोंट से नेगेटिव, डोंट स्पीक नेगेटिव. जस्ट कहते हैं ना कि अपने विचारों पर ध्यान दो, वो आपके शब्द बनेंगे. अपने शब्दों पर ध्यान दो, वो आपके कर्म बनेंगे. और अपने कर्मों पर ध्यान दोगे तो वो आप स्वयं बनेंगे. सो कर्म इज व्हाट वी हैव टू डू actually.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So this is all.
In my sessions with people, I always say, choose your words very carefully because words have power.
Yes, absolutely they have.
And there are times people feel, what difference will it make even if they start thinking positive when everything else around is negative? And I simply say, nothing, at least you'll have a peaceful sleep or a momentary smile to get started with.
Yes, yes, of course, of course.
Because again, as my mentor Tony Robbins says, where focus goes, energy flows.
Yes,
So if we are focusing all the time on the problem, you'll grow it out of proportion.
yes, I agree. People actually they don't realize they are speaking negative. Be it anybody. It's not just women, it's men even. They speak negative like if you do this, this will happen. Don't do this, this will happen. That negative has to be eradicated. When you start speaking positive, positive will start happening. So this is something not magical, but this is the reality. This is the power of universe.
And the fact is that everyone's life has some problems. बट
Yes,
ऐसा नहीं है कि लाइफ में सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम्स ही हैं, कुछ तो अच्छा हो ही रहा है.
बिल्कुल
और हम
बिल्कुल.
फिर भी अगर ये सोचे कि लाइफ में कुछ अच्छा नहीं होता, सो वन फाइन डे लाइफ विल आल्सो से तथास्तु. इफ
Exactly.
यू हैव टू क्रेब एवरी डे कि लाइफ में कुछ अच्छा नहीं होता, सो
Hmm.
बी इट. यू
Yes,
आस्क
yes,
एंड
right.
यू रिसीव.
Yeah, right.
So continuing on similar lines, what is that you will advise, especially the homemakers, the housewives who feel themselves less capable or sometimes inferior to the working women outside, or maybe their families look at them in such a way?
Nobody can look at them in such a way unless they allow them to look. I'll say like that. See, when I say that people are having power, women are having power. If God has given that power to a woman to give birth to a new human being, what more power does she need to make her feel respected, to make her valued actually? So I have experienced this thing in my own life, that people try to only harm you till that level where as much as you allow them to. They cannot go beyond that. Absolutely not. हम नवरात्रि में जो माता रानी की पूजा करते हैं, कितने सारे रूप हैं देवी शक्ति के, एक रूप नहीं है ना। तो आप अपनी जरूरत के हिसाब से जौन सा रूप धारण करना चाहते हो करो। यू हैव दैट पावर टू मेक योर सेल्फ लिव योर लाइफ, एंड आई थिंक nobody can take that power away from you. Nobody. एक सिर्फ एक कहते हैं ना कि बहुत सारे भजन भगवान के हैं, रहम नजर कर मेरे साईं, what all has been done, that yes, only superpower that we have is above. मैंने भी आज की डेट तक ऐसे ही किया है कि सिर्फ एक लाइन, जब भी कुछ होता है, एक लाइन गुनगुनाने से जो शक्ति अंदर आ जाती है कि एक तेरे भरोसे पे सब बैठी हूँ छोड़ के, तो वो एक परम शक्ति के आप छोड़ दो ना, क्या हो जाएगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा। व्हेन यू स्पीक फॉर योरसेल्फ, दे लीव यू, दे डोंट डिजर्व यू, लेट देम लीव। सो दिस इज एज सिंपल एज दैट। सो जो भी इंफीरियर फील करते हैं, करवाए जाते हैं, कहना आसान लगता है, कभी कभी करना मुश्किल लगता है, बट यू हैव टू गेट दैट स्ट्रेंथ फ्रॉम विद इन योर सेल्फ। Nobody from outside is going to give that strength except God. Just, and God helps those who help themselves. We have been learning since our childhood. So I think this is what we have to apply in our life also. Practically, we have to. I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, for all the lovely audience who's pouring in their love, we had a comment from Prataksh ji as well, who's so proud of you and grateful for helping them and their kids. I would like to gift something to the entire audience right now and suggest a very simple thing to do in their life. Just go and watch a movie, Chalo Dilli. If you have, watch it. If you have seen it, watch it again. Well, if you haven't, must do it. I remember there was a client from Netherlands, and I helped this person simply by suggesting to watch this movie,
Right.
which got the breakthrough itself and opened the doors of possibility of changing the mindset and eventually the reality in life all around. So for all those struggling in life in their own unique ways, प्लीज आज ही गूगल करें, यूट्यूब पर ढूंढें, जहां से भी जाएं, प्लीज वॉच दिस मूवी चलो दिल्ली.
Oh, nice. Surely.
Because you are joining in from Delhi, and that's what just reminded me to share with the lovely audience out here.
Yeah. Pratyaksh, actually, he is the one person, I'll say, the innocent soul, the soul of Sufi. I think he has a Sufi soul, and he is the brand ambassador of my band Nirvana, of all the Nirvana children that we have out here. He is an inspiration. He is the male lead singer of my band Choral Gig, and he's one such soul who has been there with me since the launch of Nirvana till date, and I'm super super proud of this whole family, Pratyaksh and his parents.
So before I ask you the last thing, since you've been speaking around uh, singing, and we all know that you are an amazing singer yourself, और अभी आपने उसकी एक झलक पेश की थी, तो कुछ और हो जाए, कुछ और गुनगुनाए.
To be honest, seriously, I have stopped singing in front of my children because my stars are shining so bright that I only have to look at that brightness now and see the glow on my face in my life every time I see them. Still, I would just sing two lines, and I request Pratyaksh not to find any fault in that. Even Shreyan, because they all are always super excellent in whatever they are doing. So साथी न कारवां है ये तेरा इम्तिहान है साथी न कारवां है ये तेरा इम्तिहान है यूं ही चला चल दिल के सहारे करती है मंजिल तुझको इशारे देख कहीं कोई रोक नहीं ले तुझको पुकार के ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बाहर के. Thank you so much.
Lovely. I'm sure everyone's spellbound and having those whew, moment.
Thank you, Sandeep, for always giving me that kind of upliftment that I also need. I also need that boost. I also need that appreciation and applaud that I give to others. And you have always been so kind and generous in always boosting me up. Thank you so much.
Maybe it comes again from the powers of nature, which brought that thought and eventually led me to become someone you need.
Yes, of course, of course. And you're doing a wonderful job. Wonderful job. I'm so proud.
Thank you. Well, before we wrap up the show tonight, I would like you to describe yourself in just one word.
All right. एक के साथ एक free मिलेगा would.
अगले साल.
All right. I'll just say that I am His grace.
Wow.
That's all I
Undoubtedly.
feel about myself.
And I believe if everyone starts realizing that eventually we are all His grace, lots of commotions, fights, confusions, challenges, especially within a relationship, will
Yes.
perish forever.
Yes. I truly agree. I truly agree with that.
And I'm sure the world agrees with all that you've shared in terms of the gold nuggets you brought to life tonight. I thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for being here one more time. So proud, so privileged, so grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And well, the third season is still kicking up. We have someone else joining us tomorrow night, same time, 8 p.m. Because 8th March is still a little far away, but we are celebrating it in our own unique ways. So thank you, lovely audience, for being there, supporting us with all your love and appreciation. Join us tomorrow night. And Mr. Bachchan always says, and I'm happy to replicate, good night, Shubhratri Shabba Khair, and do
Yeah.
take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.